Hi everyone, welcome to Testpert India. So this is our second session of ratios and proportions. In the first session, we learned various concepts and we solved basic problems and models. And in this session, we will be delving into some level 1 and some other basic level models. So let's get started. So pause the video and try to solve this on your own. A, B, and C started a business, each investing rupees 10,000. After 4 months, A withdraws rupees 3,000, B withdraws rupees 4,000, C invests rupees 3,000 more. At the end of the year, the total profit was 32,800, and this was divided among all these three. Find the share of C. Right. So here the ratio of capital. What's the ratio of capital of A, B and C? Here these three are investing different amounts for different periods of time. Right? For different amounts for different periods of time. So we must calculate the ratio of capital. We must calculate the capital by multiplying the time period and the amount, the investment, right? So here the ratio of capital for A is 10,000 for 4 months and 7,000 for 8 months. Why? A invested 10,000 and after 4 months A withdraws 3,000. So for the first 4 months he invested 10,000 for the first 4 months, and after that he withdrew 3,000. So what will be the remaining? Remaining is 7,000, and he is investing this for remaining months. So 12 minus 4, which is 8 months, right? So this is the the capital of A. And what is the capital of B? B withdraws 4,000. B withdraws 4,000. So 10,000 he invested for 4 months, and as he withdrew 4,000, the remaining will be 6,000 rupees, and he invested for remaining months, 12 minus 4, which is 8 months, right? And what about C? C invested 10,000 for 4 months, and he invested 3,000 more after 4 months, right? From 5th month to 12th month he invested 3,000 more. So the total investment is 13,000 for how many months? For 8 months, right? So if we add this one and this one, if we add all this, we get 96,000 is the investment of A, 88,000 the investment of B, and 1,44,000 is the investment of C. So the ratio is 12 is to 11 is to 18, and the profit is given here 32,800. So this must be divided into in the ratio in 12 is to 11 is to 18. Here the ratio, the part of C is 18, right? The share is 18. So C gets a share of 18 by, what is the total part? 12 plus 11 plus 18 into the total profit, which is 32,800. So after cancellation you will get 14,400 as the share of C. If we are asked to find out the share of B, we would have done like this: 11 by, that is B's part by total parts, 12 plus 11 plus 18 into total profit 32,800, right? So this is the part of share of C. Shankar started a business and he invested 38,000. After some months, Amok came to join with him and invested 28,500. The end of the year, the total profit was divided among them into a ratio form 16 is to 8. find after how many months did Amar join. Fine. So here we can assume that Amar joined into business after, let's say, X months, right? After X months, Amar joined into the business. So what will be the amount invested by Amar? Or Amar invested for how many months? 12 minus X, right? 12 minus X months. Here Shankar invested 38,000 for 12 months. So 38,000 into 12. This is Shankar's investment. And what about Amar's investment? Amar's investment is 28,500 for how many months? 12 minus X months. And this one is equal to the profit ratio. The profit was divided among them into the ratio of 16:8. So calculate this and you will get X as 4. So 16 by 8 means 2:1, right? So cross multiply and calculate, you will get X is equal to 4. So what is this? After 4 months, Amar joined the business. Abu and Salim started a partnership business, investing some amount of money. They invested in the ratio 4:6, and Shakil joined them after 6 months with an amount equal to that of Salim. Right? In what proportion should the profit at the end of 1 year be distributed among Abu, Salim, and Shakil? Right. So here the ratio of investments of Abu and Salim is 4:6. So 4:6 is equal to 2:3 if we simplify this, right? And we can assume the initial investment of money ratio of Abu and Salim to be, we can assume this as 2x and this one as 3x. So Abu, Salim, and the other guy, Shakil, these three, the ratio of investment of these three guys is 2x. This is for Abu, right? How many months did he invest? For 12 months. For Salim, he invested 3x amount for 12 months, and Shakil invested 3x amount for 6 months. Why? Because here we can consider Shakil joined them after 6 months with an amount. So after 6 months means he invested for the remaining 6 months. And also Shakil invested the same amount as Salim invested. That's why we have taken 3x and 3x, because Shakil invested the same amount as Salim invested. So calculate now. 24:36:18. The final ratio is 4:6:3. So in this ratio, the profit will be distributed among these three. 4 numbers are in proportion. The sum of the squares of the 4 numbers is 50 and the sum of the means is 5. The ratio of first two terms is 1:3. What is the average of the 4 numbers? Right. So what's meant by proportion? Proportion means two ratios, equalizing two ratios, right? So A is to B as C is to D. Okay. So here the condition is 4 numbers are in proportion and the sum of the squares of the numbers, the sum of the squares. So let the numbers be A, B, C, D, right? So the sum of the squares is 50. So A square plus B square plus C square plus D square is equal to 50. And as these numbers are in proportion, the product of means B and C is equal to the product of extremes. So B plus C is equal to 5 because the sum of means is 5. It is already given. So B plus C is equal to 5. So B is 3. So 3 plus C is equal to 5. Why 3 plus C is equal to 5? Here B is given, right? The ratio of first two terms is 1:3. So A is to B is equal to 1:3. As B is equal to 3, so we substituted this here. 3 plus C is equal to 5 and C will be equal to 2. Right? So we got A as 1, this one, B as 3, C as 2, and now we must calculate the value of D. How can we calculate? Product of means is equal to product of extremes, right? So A into D is equal to B into C. Substitute the values and you will get D as 6. And we must find the average of these four numbers. So average of these four is 1 plus 3 plus 2 plus 6 by 4. This will be equal to 3. The ratio of income of Anil and Mukesh is 2:3. The sum of their expenditure is rupees 8,000 and the amount of savings of Anil is equal to the amount of expenditure of Mukesh. What is the sum of their savings? Right. So we know the basic information, like the income of any candidate is equal to the expenditure plus savings, right? So income will be equal to expenditure plus savings. So here the income of Anil and income of Mukesh is equal to, we can assume as 2x and 3x, right? 2:3, 2x and 3x. And what about the expenditure? Expenditure of Anil and expenditure of Mukesh. And what about the expenditure? Expenditure of Anil and the expenditure of Mukesh is 8,000. Because the sum of the expenditure is 8,000. And the amount of savings of Anil is equal to the amount of expenditure of Mukesh. So savings of Anil is equal to expenditure of Mukesh. As we know, savings is equal to income minus expenditure. Savings of Anil is equal to income of Anil minus expenditure of Anil. So 2x will be equal to the expenditure of Mukesh plus expenditure of Anil. So 2x will be equal to 8,000 and x we get as 4,000. So income we will calculate. Income of Anil will be 2x, 2 into 4, that is 8,000, and income of Mukesh is 3x, 3 into 4, which is 12,000. So subtract, we will get, so add this 20,000. And as we know, we must subtract the expenditure part, which is 8,000. So the remaining is 12,000. So this is the savings of both Anil and Mukesh. 12,000 is the total savings of Anil and Mukesh. A and B have 5 chocolates and 3 chocolates with them respectively. Meanwhile, C joined them and all 8 chocolates were distributed equally among all these 3 people. In turn, C gave rupees 16 to A and B since C didn't have any chocolate. Since C didn't has any chocolate, what's the difference of amount was shared in proportion of chocolates received by C. So we have A, B and C. What is the ratio of chocolates that A and B have? No, not the ratio. A has 5 and B has 3 chocolates, right? So the ratio is 5:3. And what about C? When C joined, all 8 chocolates were distributed equally among all the 3 people. So C gets 8/3. 8/3 part, right? So these two have 8 and they are contributing these 8 chocolates, they are dividing among themselves. So 8 chocolates divided by 3. So C gets 8 by 3. And what about B? The remaining chocolates of B is 3 minus 8 by 3, and the remaining chocolates of A is 5 minus 8 by 3. So this one is 7 by 3. This is 1 by 3. For A and B, this is 7 by 3 and 1 by 3. This is the ratio. So 7 is to 1 is the ratio of chocolates of A and B. So rupees 16 will also be divided in this ratio. As C gave rupees 16 to A and B, 16 will be divided for A and B in the ratio 7 is to 1. So we have total 16 rupees, and this is divided between these two. So 7 plus 1, total parts are 8. So 8, 2, x is equal to 2. And substitute this. So A is equal to 7x, 7 into 2, which is 14. And B is equal to 1x, that is equal to 2. So what's the difference? 14 minus 2, that is 12. So 12 is the difference of amounts that was shared in proportion of chocolates received by C. The value of a diamond is directly proportional to the square of its weight. A diamond unfortunately breaks into 3 pieces with weights in the ratio of 3 is to 4 is to 5. Thus, a loss of rupees 9.4 lakhs is incurred. What is the actual value of diamond? Right, here what's the ratio given? Value, let the value be V. V is directly proportional to square of the weight. So weight square of the weight, and it breaks into 3 pieces. So first piece, second piece, and third piece. What is the ratio given? 3 pieces in 3 is to 4 is to 5 ratio. So 3x, 4x, and 5x. So value is directly proportional to square of the weight. So just square them. 3x square, 3x whole square, 4x whole square, and 5x whole square. So this is 9x square, 16x square, and 25x square. So what is the total value? The total value is 50x square is the final value. So let's now calculate the initial value. That is before breaking. This is the value after the breaking, right? After breaking. So we calculated the individual values of the of each part, and we summed up everything. Now let's calculate the initial value of the diamond before breaking, right? So initial value will be equal to this 3x plus 4x plus 5x, right? So if a diamond got broken, in this case it is divided into 3 parts, right? This is the first part, this is the second part, and this is the third part. So we consider this part to be 3x, this one to be 4x, and this one to be 5x. We calculated the individual ratios here, right? We have taken the values of individual parts, second part, this is the third part. Now in order to calculate the initial value, we are combining all this, because 5x, 4x, and 3x, if we combine this, then it will be a diamond, right? So 3x plus 4x plus 5x whole square, because the value is directly proportional to the square of the weight, which is 12x whole square, that is equal to 144x square, right? 144x square. This was the initial value, this is the final value. See, this is the difference. There is a difference. Why has this difference come? Because after breaking, it lost its value. It lost 9.4 lakhs, right? 9.4 lakh loss was incurred. So this difference is equal to 9.4 lakhs. So 14 144 x square minus 50 x square is equal to 9.4 lakhs. So calculate x square will be equal to 10,000. X square is equal to 10,000 and the actual value of diamond is 144 x square. So 144 into this 10,000, that is equal to 14.4 lakhs. This is the actual value of diamond. The ratio of ages of Rahul and Deepesh is 3:5. 10 years later, the ratio becomes 5:7. What is the present age of Deepesh? So the ratio of Rahul and Deepesh is 3x and 5x, because 3:5 can be taken as 3x and 5x. And now 10 years later the ratio becomes 5:7. So 10 years later means 3x plus 10 years and 5x plus 10 years, right? This is for Rahul, this is for Deepesh, and the respective ratio will be 5/7. So cross multiply and you will get x as 5, right? After solving you will get x as 5, and we are asked to find out the present age of Deepesh. Present age of Deepesh is 5x. So 5x, 5 into 5, that is 25 years. The angles of a triangle are in the ratio 2:3:4. Find the measurements of greatest angle. So the angles are 2x, 3x and 4x, right? We know the total angle, the sum of the angles in a triangle is 180 degrees, right? So 2x plus 3x plus 4x is equal to 180 degrees. 9x is 180 and x will be 20 degrees, right? We are asked to find out the measurement of greatest angle. Which one is the greatest? 4x. So 4 into 20, that is equal to 80 degrees. So this is the greatest angle. The ratio of Sara's age 4 years ago and Vaishali's age after 4 years is 1:1. Presently, the ratio of their ages is 5:3. Find the ratio between Sara's age 4 years hence and Vaishali's age 4 years ago. So currently, what is the ratio of the ages? Sara's age and Vaishali's age is 5x and 3x, right? 5:3. And Sara's age 4 years ago will be, this is the current age, present age. And what about the age before 4 years? 4 years ago means 5x minus 4, and 4 years ago for Vaishali is 3x minus, and Vaishali's age after 4 years is 3x plus 4. This is 4 years ago, Sara's age, and this one is 4 years hence, right? And ratio of Sara's age 4 years ago and Vaishali's age after 4 years is 1:1, right? So we can equate these two. 5x minus 4 by 3x plus 4 is equal to 1/1. After solving, you will get x as 4. Okay, and what are we asked? We are asked to find out the ratio between Sara's age 4 years hence and Vaishali's age 4 years ago. So Sara's age 4 years hence is 5x plus 4, that is equal to 3, and the this is for Sara. And what about Vaishali? Vaishali's age is 3x minus 4, because this is 4 years ago. Vaishali's age is 4 years ago, right? So we are taking minus 4 here. Of course, it is asked 4 years hence. We calculated this, but ultimately we are asked to find out Vaishali's age 4 years ago. So we must subtract 4 years from the present age, right? So 3x minus 4, which is equal to 3 into this 4, 3 into 4 minus 4. So after calculation, you will get as 1. So what is the ratio of Sara's age 4 years hence and Vaishali's age 4 years ago, it's 3:1. So what is Aman's present age if after 20 years his age will be 10 times his age 10 years back? Okay. So let's take the age of Aman, the present age, let's take it as x, and Aman's age before 10 years is x minus 10, right? So present age minus 10 years. This is 10 years ago. So what is his age after 20 years? After 20 years it will be x plus 20. And we are given that Aman's age after 20 years is 10 times his age 10 years ago. That means after 20 years means x plus 20 will be equal to 10 times of the age of 10 years ago, right? 10 times of 10 years ago, which is 10 minus x minus 10, right? So just solve the equation and you will get x will be x as 13.3 years. Okay. So if Aman's age after 20 years will be 10 times his age 10 years back, the Aman's age at present is 13.3 years. This is the present age, current age of Aman. When a sum of money was equally distributed among 49 children, each children received rupees 20. If the same amount is equally distributed among children, such that each child gets rupees 3.5, find the number of children. So here the sum of amount that was distributed. So 49 children got 20 rupees each. So the total sum is 980 rupees. So this 980 is now being divided among some number of children such that each children gets 3.5 rupees. So this 980 is being divided each one such that each one gets 3.5. So 980 by 3.5 is equal to 280. So 280 are the number of children in which this 980 is being divided, and each child gets 3.5 rupees. The ratio of two numbers is 9:5. If 9 is added to the greater number and 5 is subtracted from the smaller number, the greater number becomes thrice the smaller one. Find the numbers. So the present ratio is 9:5. So this is the greater number, greater ratio, right? Greater part. So 9x plus 9. Why we added 9? Because 9 is added to the greater number and 5 is subtracted from the smaller number. So this is the smaller ones. So 5x minus 5, and the greater number becomes thrice the smaller ones. So the ratio is 3:1, thrice the smaller ones. So 9x plus 9 by 5x minus 5 is equal to 3 by 1. After cross multiplication and solving, you will get x is equal to 4. And what are the numbers? 9x, which is 9 into 4, 36, and the second number is 5 into 4, 20. So these two are the numbers. The ratio of first and second class fares between the two stations is 6:4, and the number of passengers traveling by first and second class is 1:30. If rupees 2100 is collected as fare, what is the amount collected from the first class passengers? So here the ratio of amounts that is collected from first and second class passengers is 6 and 4. This is for the first class and this is for second class passengers. 6 into how much they are charging? 6 into 1, right? And 4 into this part, 30. So 6 is to 120. This is equal to 1:20, and we are asked to find the calculate the amount that is collected from all the first class passengers. So first class passengers, what is the part? The part is 1, and total number of parts 1 plus 20, 21 into what is the total fare? 2100. So after calculation you will get 100. So this is the total charge, in which the first class passengers are being charged. In one alloy there is 60% gold in its total mass, while the another alloy it is 35%. 12 kg of the first alloy was melted together with 8 kg of the second one to form a third alloy. Find the percentage of gold in the new alloy. So here one alloy 1 is there and alloy 2 is there. These three are being mixed, right? These three are being mixed together so that we get third alloy, right? So the first alloy has got 60% of gold and the second alloy has got 35% of gold. When these two alloys are being mixed, the resultant gold, we have to calculate the percentage of gold in this resultant alloy. So what is the amount of gold in alloy 1? Amount of gold in alloy 1 is 60%, that is 60 by 100 into what is the total quantity? 12 kg, right? So 60 by 100 into 12, we get 7.2 as the final quantity of gold. And what is the amount of gold in the second alloy? Amount of gold in second alloy is 35%. So 35 by 100 into quantity, total quantity of second alloy is 8 kilos, that is equal to 2.8 kg, right? Kgs. So this is the total gold, amount of gold in first alloy. This is in second alloy. So we are asked to find out the percentage of gold in new alloy. So these two alloys are being mixed. So 7.2 plus 2.8, this is the total quantity of gold in two alloys by the total quantity of the alloys, 12 kg and 8 kg, right? 12 plus 8 into 100, because we are asked to find out the percentage. So calculate this. 12 10 by 20 into 100, this is 50%, right? So 50% is the total percentage. This is the percentage of gold in new alloy. 300 coins consists of 1 rupee, 50 paise and 25 paise coins, their values being in the ratio of 10 is to 4 is to 3. Find the number of coins of each type. So value of rupee coins is, here we have 1 rupee coins, 50 paise coins and 25 paise coins, right? 1 rupee, 50 paise, 25 paise in the ratio 10 is to 4 is to 3. So what is the value of 10 rupee 1 rupee coin? 10 into 1, that is 10 rupees, and the number of coins are 10 coins, right? And what about the 50 paise coins? The number of coins in this case is 8 coins, right? And what about 25 paise coins? The number of coins is 12 coins. And what's the ratio here? 10 is to 8 is to 12, that's equal to 5 is to 4 is to 6. Now we are asked to find out the number of coins of each type. So what is the number of coins of the first one, first case? 5 by total 5 plus 4 plus 6, that is equal to 15 into 300. So 100 10 rupee coins are there, sorry 100 1 rupee coins are there. What about 50 paise coins? 4 by 15 into 300. So 80 50 paise coins are there, and whatever the remaining are 25 paise coins. So 25 paise coins are 300 minus 180. So 120 are the 25 paise coins. So there are 145 students in the first 3 standards. So there are 3 classes, first, second and third one. There are 145 students in the in all these three standards, the ratio of number of students in first and second standards is 2:3. So in first and second standard, the ratio of students is 2:3, whereas the students in second and third are in the ratio 4:3. So in second and third, the ratio is 4:3, right? Find the number of students in second standard. So this is a similar model we discussed in our previous session, in the basic concept session of ratio and proportions. A is to B is 2:3 and B is to C is 4:3. Here the value of B is different. Here it's 3 and here it's 4. So it's different, right? So what is the method that we followed? 2 into 4, this is the first step. 4 into 3, this is the second step. And 3 into 3, this is the third step, right? 1, 2 and 3. So A is to B is to C is equal to 2 4s are 8, 4 3s are 12, 3 3s are 9. So this is the ratio of the students of these three classes. So in another way you can also do like this. 2:3 and 4:3 are there. So in order to equalize B and B, the value of B in both the cases, you can multiply this with 4 and you can multiply this with 3. Now what will happen? 4 into 2, which is 8, is to 4 into 3, which is 12. 3 into 4, which is 12. 3 into 3, 9. See, these two got equal. So 8 is to 12 is to 9. So this is as same as equal as this one, but this is a time consuming method. So try to follow this. So 8 is to 12 is to 9 is the ratio of number of students in all the three classes, but we are asked to find out the number of students in only the second standard. So only this one we have to find. So 12 by 8 plus 12 plus 9, that is equal to 29 into how many are there? Total number of students 145. So after cancellation you will get 60, right? 60 are the number of students in this class, this standard. Okay, so thank you very much, and in the upcoming videos we will solve some more advanced problems as well as the previous year CAT problems. So in case you haven't yet subscribed our channel, you can subscribe it. You will get notified whenever we upload the videos, and we will also make a video on mocks. We will be giving you the handouts so you can follow them. Our guarantee to you is, if you follow our lectures, our tutorials, followed by practicing our handouts, and if you are preparing for tests, you can easily get more than 75 marks. And if you are preparing for CAT, you can get more than 95 plus percentile, provided you also analyze your mocks later, right? So thank you very much and all the very best.